Renee, I'm back. So today I'm here for I was about to say May. That's not May. Well, it's during May, but yeah, I'm here for the Believathon TBR. So Believathon, sorry, Believathon is what's the TBR? Oh, yeah. Uh, Believathon is a readathon. It goes from the May 11th to May 24th. 24th. The words 24th, 24th. Yeah. Um. So it starts on Monday and then it goes for 2 weeks. It's created and hosted by How to Train Your Gavin, or Gavin at How to Train Your Gavin. I'll link his announcement in the doobly-doo. And he'll, sorry, he also, I'm not sure if he co-hosts, if they helped him, but he had some helpers that also helped him. I'll link those also in the doobly-doo. It was 2 Liams, 1 Sarah. Sorry, I don't remember them all, but yeah, a lot of people. So yeah, it seems like he had a lot of nice help. And yeah, and the not say, yeah, the readathon is based around middle grade books. So that's fun. So middle grade or children's books. I mean, if you like, some people think middle grade is the same children's book. To me, it's not. Like, to me, middle grade is from 9 till 12. But Gavin said children's books as well, so I suppose you can use them as well. But yeah, and yeah, I think some of the ones I'm doing might not be middle grade but more children's, but oh well. And yeah, you do like he's made a very beautiful map and all this. So yeah, but I'll link all that in doodle. I haven't printed out the map, but I've kind of charted my way through like where I want to go. And yeah, I suppose a bit of a asterisk or asterisks and asterisks. Uh, as you might have noticed, I've done a lot of readathons. I noticed over the years, over the readathons I've done, and sometimes, often I tend to like be over ambitious and just like TBR all the books, and then I tend to be burned out afterwards. So this time I decided, even though it's 2 weeks and even though I have time, it's no worse. Like, I could read 8 books, I could read 18 books. Well, no, maybe not 18 books. Well, I could try once. Maybe I'll manage it once to read 18 books in 2 weeks. I'm not sure, but yeah. But yeah, this time I decided not to go full in and just have lots of books on TBR. But of course, as always, sometimes maybe I decide I want to read all the books, and then the TBR is much shorter than what the books I read. That might happen. But as it is, I plan to read around 7 books. And yeah, actually, actually, most of them actually plan to be audiobooks. Because at first I thought, like, middle grade books, yeah, I have all of them. Then I looked, what else? I thought, I don't have all of them, but I do have some of them. And also, like, audiobooks are so fun. So yeah, and also, yeah, I kind of want to read some other books as well, like during the readathon shooting. But yeah, I might like to read other stuff at the same time. So yeah, so yeah, in the first prompt, like, you start at Postage Pocket Inn, which is based on a middle grade book that I haven't heard of or read. Usually I say, like, I like middle grades, and I do. I suppose a lot of them I get from library, and then I don't own them. But yeah, but actually a lot of the books that he talked about I hadn't heard about at all. So that's kind of fun, really, to be enlightened. Like, oh, cool, new books on the radar. But yeah, put your pocket in, and you get like there's a bit of story. But I'm not. I'm not gonna do a story. I'm just gonna let you read it yourself. But the gist of it is that to get to, or the prompt, or like to start your journey, you have to read the first book in a series, which is not that bad, really, because that could be a lot of books. I end up going with, well, I end up actually cheating. Well, not cheating. I'm not sure if it is cheating, but I have actually 2 books for this. So, like, normally in other readathons you can do several books for one prompt. Gavin didn't really specify how it works. And Jaya from Jaya Reads talked about, like, maybe using and help to like do a prompt again. So maybe you have to use the lab to do it. But oh yeah, and yeah, like I might read one or two of this, or I might read both. Not completely sure. But the first one is probably known to a lot of you. It's Dragon Pearl by Yon Lee. It's in the Rick Riordan Presents series. It's the first in the series, and it's Korean mythology. It's actually Korean sci-fi. I normally don't really like sci-fi, but I've heard lots of places that this one is really very good. So yeah, and also it's Rick Riordan Presents, so how can it not be a little good? So yeah, I plan to read this one. Then I also kind of want to read this one, Satsiki og Mutter'n, which, as you might notice, is not English. It's actually Norwegian. Well, originally actually Swedish. Satsiki og Mutter'n. No, that's not really right. Yeah, my Swedish is just bad. You would think it would be good, but no. Satsiki och. No, I have no idea how to say it in Swedish, but doesn't really matter. It's actually gonna be a reread for me. It's a series I loved as a kid. And yeah, I would actually call this more kid books because, like, this book, the protagonist Satsuki, he is 6, so he's starting school. And then there's 5 books, and the last book he is 10. So I would say maybe the 6th one maybe is middle grade, but other books I wouldn't really call middle grade. I would call them more children's books. But yeah, and I remember loving them as a kid, and I kind of really want to reread this series. I have the first 3 books on in hardcover. And actually, fun note, or a bit of a fun note. As I said, I love this as a kid. Now you actually can't get it in a bookstore because it's out of print. Kind of sad in a way. Like books that I grew up with are out of print. Am I that old? Apparently I am. But yeah, you can get them in used bookstores, so there's that at least. So yeah. So yeah, one of these two, or might do both. Probably do both because I mean this one is like it's 303 pages, so it's not long, and it's not that hard to read. It's middle grade, and it's easy, uh, mm, easy, easy language. I assume. I don't know, but I'm assuming. And then this one, it's just under like 140 pages, so it's short. And it's also like a very nice lettering, very much spacing here, so that's probably pretty easy to get through. And there's also illustrations, so yeah. So I probably will get to both those. So I'm not sure. I can't say for sure, but I want to get to both of them. So yeah. And then the next place I plan to go is the Yellow Brick Road, where the prompt is read a book you were supposed to read a long time ago, which great prompt really. That's a very good prompt for every readathon really. This one, I'm actually gonna go with no, give me a moment. It was a bit. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go with. So with that one, I'm gonna go with The Last Unicorn by Peter S. Beagle. I got it from a store like 2-3 years ago, so it's been on my TBR unread for some while now. Or some years, not many years, but some years. And I've heard like great things about it for like 5 years, 10 years, a lot of years now. And yeah, so yeah, kind of should read this one. And also it just looks so cool. And yeah, it's not long at all. And heard great things about it. So yeah, I want to read this one. Then up next we have a Deep Woods, where the prompt is read a book that was published before the year 2000, which could actually be all the books, or like not all the books, but actually a lot of books published before then. People often always think about the newest books, but there were lots of old books really that are great. And actually, this one fits very well actually because story time, kind of story time. So as some of you know, I'm just gonna say it again. I'm Norwegian, even though I do booktube in English. And this year, actually, two, no, one, well, at least one famous children's author from Norway would have turned 100 if she was still alive. So she was born 100 years ago. And yeah, and her name, Anne-Kat Wesley, Anne-Kat Wesley. And yeah, I kind of really feel wanted to like read some of her books this year, or like yeah, in honor of that. And so I decided to do an audiobook by her, and she actually narrated them herself. So that's really cool. Though for this one, I'm kind of cheating because she's written so many books, and I remember loving all of them as a kid. So I haven't actually decided which of them I'll be listening to. But I do know that I just checked. I do know that most of them takes like 2 hours or 3 hours on audiobooks, so it's not like it's gonna be a big hassle to do. Really, it's just gonna be an easy thing to do. But yeah, which one I'll actually do, I'm not sure. I'll just decide it when I get to it. Really, maybe I'll do a lot of them. But then again, I mean, yeah, do lots of books from one prompt. Is that illegal? Is that bad? No, probably isn't. Probably isn't required, but I might do that. I might do that. So yeah, there's that. And then I actually also might actually kind of thinking, bum 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 bum, like me. Yeah, I actually kind of thought like actually Pippi from Pippi Longstocking, the character actually turns 25. The first book came out 75 years ago. 75 years ago. Yeah, actually, the character is that old. And I love her. I love both the movies and the books. And I thought, I might, I might listen to a Pippi book. That'll be fun. I'm thinking I might maybe I own one of the books in hardcover, but I think not. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think I might do that as well. And then there's actually some Roald Dahl books I haven't read. Like I love Matilda. I love Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But and I love George's Marvelous Medicine. But actually, like a lot of them, like Twits and Danny, I never actually read. So yeah, this might actually be a fun way to get to them, really. So yeah, that's my plan for that. Then the next prompt is, where am I now in the whole world? Yeah, the next prompt is Orion Found, which Orion Found. The next place is around Orion Found, which the prompt is read a sci-fi book. Yep, I'm just double checking, but yeah, that's how it is. Yep, just was like, am I doing it right? Well, I am. Yeah, that's really a sci-fi book. And for that one, I'm going with Johnny McIntosh, på Galaktiska Äventyr, or in, give me a moment. Give me a moment, just a little moment. Johnny McIntosh and the Spirit of London. Quite really better title in English actually. Often actually it is, but yeah. But I suppose it's kind of good in Norwegian as well. I got this one actually for free from a friend of mine, like 5 years ago now. So I had it for a long time. But yeah, it takes place in space, and it's an adventure through time and space. So that's really fun. Why it's and yeah, there's aliens and stuff. And I actually don't know that much about it, but I just know that a friend I wanted to read it and read it, and she gave it to me. And now I'm thinking like, yeah, well, let's get to this myself. It's middle grade and it's just under 200, just under 360 pages, so it's not that long either. So yeah, I want to get to this one. And then the last prompt, well, the last one I'm doing, it was the last one I planned to do it. I plan to do, might do more, but the last one I plan to do is the Bookkeeper Stronghold, which is the next book in the series. And here, yeah, stuff is falling down. Here I plan to read the second book in the second series. So yeah, it's kind of continuing to read that series. It was very fun. It's very easily fun to read. And yeah, that's my plan. As always, plans change, but that's my plan. And those are my plan. Those are my plan books. At least these five, and yeah, these five and some audiobooks. So that's my plan at the moment. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun thing. And I'm just gonna say, as probably everyone has said by now, but like, Gavin, that map is stunning, so stunning. It's just so beautiful, and everything you just put into readathon, I'm just floored, amazed. It's just so cool. I'm so impressed by you. So impressed. And yeah, this is me saying Renee out.